Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Danny, and early today, IU has made her highly anticipated comeback with Lilac, her fifth full-length album, and I am so freaking excited to finally be able to check it out. I just came back home from work. I am a little bit tired, but it is IU, and so I thought I have to just watch it right away because I have been a big fan of hers for the longest time. And with every single one of her releases, she has been able to capture a very special moment for me. I don't know how to explain it, but I just relate to her a whole lot. More I relate to her lyrics and to her text, and I find it to be so freaking beautiful. And something that is very interesting for this new album is the fact that she decided to collaborate with a bunch of new artists, producers, composers for the first time. And so she did not write or compose a track alone in this album, or at least that was what I was reading about on an article on StarBe. I'll put the link in the description if you want to read it. But she said that after creating her own style after so many years, it was important to her to be able to go a little bit outside of her comfort zone and work with other people that might sort of influence her own style. And that, I think, for an artist is such a great idea and something that is very important to do. When you are working in a creative environment, it is necessary to just be able to exchange and be creative with other people that might inspire you, and that I find really cool. Also, she said in this interview the reason behind the name Lilac, and I was actually wondering why she decided to go with this title. And she says that this concept for the album is like a greeting or a farewell, as in Korean they use the word insang, which means both. And she wants to express her farewell to her 20s, as she is 29 in Korean age. And so as it is her last year in her 20s, she really wanted to create a work of art that was symbolic a little bit of that period of her life. And she actually said that there were like 3 times only that she was like super happy, and she felt afterwards like this sense of freedom. That were when she finished her midterms in middle school and she could go to amusement park. Then it was when she had God at one of her concerts, and now when she finally wrote the last lyrics of the album, she felt the sense of freedom. And I just really enjoy seeing an artist explain the entire work process behind a new creation of theirs, and I find it to be really interesting, and see her passion in the composing and the writing of her songs, and the fact that she even has this sort of sensibility to question herself and be like, okay, let's not do what we tend to do. And especially as she has been doing it for such a long time, she now knows what works and what doesn't. And so she's kind of able to be like, okay, I need to step outside my comfort zone and just do new stuff, and that I freaking love. I know this intro is really long, but I really wanted to mention this article as I find it to be very interesting, and like I said, link will be in the description. And so with all of that in mind, I am really excited to finally check it out. I did watch the teasers, and she did release teasers not only for the title track but also for other tracks on her album. And so actually, let's talk about this album. I will be making an album review perhaps in a week from now, as I finish editing all the videos that I have already filmed and that I am super late for. So this album has 10 tracks, being Lilac, the title track, Flu, Coin, High Spring by Celebrity that she has already released, Troll featuring Dean, I'm so excited for that track, Empty Cup, My Sea, Pooh, and Epilogue. And she actually released teasers for Flu, Coin, and Epilogue, which She looks so freaking good in all of them, and for Lilac as well, which got me all the much more excited to see what it is all about. So now that we mentioned every single thing, and my intro is super, super long. By the way, some of you asked me to check out the performance for Celebrity in which she's doing the live, and there's a lot of interesting cuts and everything. It looked stunning. I did check it out right away without waiting to make a video on it, so I do apologize for that, but I still wanted to quickly mention it because I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now without further ado, let's check it out right now. Where are you going? Oh, she looks so cute. I really love her outfit. Oh. Ooh. I really love the lilac purple colors in the color palette of this MV so far. Wow. It's really groovy. The guitar riff. Woo! Oh, I have chills. Wow. Wow. It has this like disco-y inspired synths. Wow. Ooh, what was going on? What? Ooh, the piano was really beautiful there. Ooh. Wow. The dress is so beautiful. I really love her soft vocals. Even the moves are like disco-y. Wow. I love the sequence there. Oh my gosh, it looks stunning. Wow. I love this. The painting style. For a second there, I was reading the lyrics. Wow. Ooh. It really feels like it has this influence of like disco type of style, like 80s songs with the sax at the end. I just got off the train. It's really interesting how they built this MV. She's such a good actress as well. She can really convey the emotion or like make it feel so freaking real. And she's like ready to go on the next train. Is she going to look at the camera? Yay! Wow. Spring is short, but it comes again. That is so interesting. Ah, I love it. Okay, let's talk about it. So first and foremost, the song. Oh my god, I missed IU, and I know that we had Celebrity not so long ago, but this one really takes another style compared to Celebrity that took like this more EDM pop um, track, and this one went more on the very trendy like disco influence, but not too much like in the spectrum of the disco 80s inspired concept that we've seen a whole lot in K-pop in the end of 2020 and until now. It is like a solid 20% or 30%, something like that. And it's not too much, it's not overdone, but it's so freaking great. And I love how this song, with all of its influences that we don't see a whole lot IU attempt to do, it really mixes well with her own style. So we can sort of see her own sweetness in her vocals, but also the power that she can put for those high notes at some points in the track, mixed with like the synths, the sax at the end that sounded beautiful, even the piano, the very groovy guitar rhythm in the very beginning of the track that gets a little bit lost in the rest because other instruments take over. But it is a very different style for her that I enjoy a whole lot, and I think that links to the interview in that article saying that she really wanted to work with other artists, composers, and whatnot for the creation of this album, so that every single song might be really different from one another, but it all comes together to symbolize like the farewell of her 20s and moving on to her 30s. And even the last sentence of the MV saying spring is short but it comes again, it really has this sort of mixture of nostalgia and happiness together, and you feel a little bit sad at some point, especially when you read the lyrics, but at some other points you're just like, okay, it's kind of like a party and you're sort of saying goodbye to something but you're moving on to the next. And that is also related to the MV and how it is structured. But so when it comes to the song, I just freaking love it. I think it is a really, really nice and strong release by IU, but that could be expected from her, let's be honest. But still, nonetheless, I do appreciate it a whole lot. I think she did a brilliant job. I really love her vocals. I love this 80s sort of inspired track without it being too much or going overboard, and that I appreciate a whole lot. And even the lyrics, I just really love how it is sort of connected with the title of it, Lilac, and makes you think about the flowers. Especially even the cover of the album has her with her white shirt and flower petals, white flower petals falling, and that I really love because it really is connected with the track and how she says like, carry pollen tingling my eyes, each yellow my tears, it's the moment I'll keep in my secret oracle box and rewind it forever. It really feels like there's like the ending of an era and she is starting a new one. And even the connection with the train and how she goes on board of the train, she goes through different styles, different sort of sections of an era or multiple eras on that train, on that voyage of some sort, and then she goes back to the train station and she's ready to go on the next one, and you actually hear loads and loads and loads of different trains, so it feels like the options are multiple and she can go whenever she wants to, and that I freaking love. And so with all of that being said, I freaking love the track. And now let's move on to the MV. I really love the imagery of the MV, the color palette with all the different variations of shades of purple with the lilac, and my cat is scratching the door again. Say hi. Apparently he wanted to participate. And actually I just noticed that my background is actually really appropriate for today's video with all the different shades of purple and lilac. I really love the imagery and the color palette. It all looks very, very beautiful and put together. I love the outfits. She looks stunning in every single one of them. She looks like a princess. That one shot in like the train section that looks like a nightclub, she looks stunning, honestly. The fight scenes, so freaking good. And that made me think of her drama Dear Mister, she blew me away with her performance during that drama. If you haven't watched it, I really recommend it. Go check it out. I'll put perhaps a link in the description for its exact name, or perhaps up here. But it made me really think of that, and she really is able to play with the subtleties of her acting chops, and that I appreciate a whole lot. So overall, this is a very, very strong release by IU. I think the choreo is a super, super cute. There are some like disco influenced moves as well that I appreciate a whole lot, and I feel like a lot of people will try to do it the same. And now with TikTok and everything, I think a lot of people will try to do the same choreo on it. Not me, not going to happen, but still, I think it has everything to be a hit, and it is from IU, so you know that helps a little bit more. But still, I think that it's not just on the surface level. Even if you look deeper into the lyrics, message, or the structure, and like what she is showcasing through the MV, you can take it for what it is, like at surface value, and then dig a little bit deeper and see a lot of different meanings of going from one step to the other on the train that is life, and move on from one part to the other. And it might seem like it is the end, and like spring is short, but it comes again. There are like highs and lows, and that is part of just being a human being and dealing with everything. And that I find to be such a sweet message from IU that I appreciate a whole lot. I will be making, or attempting to make, an album review of this album very, very soon, so stay tuned for more. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now it is your turn. So in the comments below, what did you think about IU's comeback? Have you already listened to the album? If so, what did you think about it? I cannot wait to know your own thoughts and opinions down below, and I will be answering to all the comments, even though I am really late for all of that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and even click that little bell icon so you are notified whenever I post new videos. In the meantime, guys, take care, stay healthy, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!